Hi, welcome to our Friday program. It's the 6th of December. Great to have you with us as we whip around Thailand. Being Friday, that means tomorrow is our live program. It's between 9 and 10 a.m. Thai time. So if you've got nothing better to do, drop in and say hello. I don't know exactly what we'll be discussing. I've got a bit of an idea, but we'll work that out today and try and publish it before so you can get in some early questions or comments. It's your hour, so we look forward to having you with us tomorrow. Now, we'll start with a correction to start with. And this is from yesterday, a story I read from Hua Hin today, and bars raided on Soi 80 in Hua Hin, underage workers found. I neglected to notice that the story had been published on October the 19th. My mistake, my bad, so apologies if I misled anybody by probably doing that story for a second time. Okay, to some good news for Thailand. Published in Thai PBS World, spicy and iconic Tom Yum Goong earns spot on UNESCO Heritage List. And UNESCO has agreed to list Thailand's Tom Yum Goong, that's prawn soup, as an intangible cultural heritage. And the decision was made during the 19th session of UNESCO's Intergovernmental Committee. 4 of Thailand's cultural heritages have already been listed, namely Songkran, Nora dance, Con mask dance and Thai massage. And on UNESCO's website, Tom Yum Goong is described as a simple and popular soup, if not quite spicy, unless you request otherwise. And for those who don't know, its main ingredients are river prawns, fresh herbs and hot chili, which makes this aromatic and spicy dish a healthy food, especially during the rainy and cool months in the country's tropical climate. Tom Yum Goong. I'd probably say Tom Yum Goong, but I'm sure all the Thai language specialists will be jumping in the comments section to correct me. All right, now to an interesting post that was made on Facebook yesterday. I thought this was quite an interesting perspective. And it says, the most common statements made by both rude expats and those jealous of your move to Thailand. How much did you pay for your wife-girlfriend? You couldn't hack it in the West, so you left. You just moved to Thailand for the ladyboys. You couldn't get a woman in your own country. You moved to Thailand because you're cheap. And then he goes on to say, you must understand there's a lot of hostility in the Thai expat community. Most of these comments come from people who tried to move over here and failed, went bankrupt, couldn't afford a visa or qualify for one, or had a very bad relationship. Don't let the nastiness deter you from trying to create a new life over here. They fail doesn't mean you will. Stay positive and have a wonderful week. So as an expat, did any of those statements apply to you? I mean, if you're honest. Now, for me, I like the climate. I like the food. I like the people. When I was in my early 50s, this was a bit of an adventure that's turned out to be, well, a sort of a business and a lifestyle, and I'm certainly staying. But I think a lot of people do have misconceptions of why people move to Thailand, and I'd like to hear some of the statements maybe your friends in other countries have said to you as to why they think you moved to Thailand. Acknowledging 5-Star Marine at 5starmarinephuket.com. Let me say, looking out today, bright blue sunshine, a great day to be out on PHANG Bay. So next time you're in Phuket, contact 5starmarinephuket.com and see if they can take you to a beautiful beach or island destination just off Phuket. As we move to our next story, and well, scams and online call centres in the news a lot over the past couple of weeks. Here's the latest story from calsotenglish.com. Luxury Chiang Mai resort secretly housed Chinese scam operation. Thai cyber police have uncovered another Chinese scammer network operating a call centre targeting Thai victims from a luxury resort in Chiang Mai. The upscale resort property spans over 20 rai, features 10 vacation homes scattered across its grounds, surrounded by secure fencing and natural scenery. You don't often get the words secure fencing and natural scenery in the same sentence. So authorities have arrested Mr. Xia, a 31-year-old Chinese national who holds Cambodian citizenship, along with 9 other Chinese nationals and 4 Burmese citizens. Police seized numerous computers, telecommunications equipment and illegal internet devices as evidence. Suspicious activity was noted, with numerous foreigners secretly staying at and frequently exiting the property. Authorities detected abnormally high internet usage, suggesting call centre operations. And the story notes that recent months of strict enforcement against illegal cross-border telecommunications infrastructure has forced some call centre gangs to relocate their operations into Thailand. The raid represents ongoing collaboration between the Royal Thai Police and the NBTC to combat scammer networks, while also working to improve relevant laws and regulations to protect citizens. Well, it seems to me they're really starting to crack down on these online scam gangs, if not actually raiding the compounds, especially when they're over the border. They're certainly removing the ways that they can contact the outside world. The reason most of these scam centres have been located near the Thai border is they're hitchhiking on the back of Thai telecommunications, and it looks like these are slowly being cut as well. All good news down the south, where they had some horrendous floods last week. The rail lines were closed. Looks like they're slowly reopening. We go to Thai PBS World. Normal train service between Bangkok and Hat Yai resumes today. This was yesterday. Train services between Bangkok and Hat Yai and between Yala and Sungai Kolok, which were suspended for the past week due to heavy flooding, have resumed. As for the service between Hat Yai and Yala, the Railway Authority said repairs are underway and it will resume upon their completion. And a quick weather report from the Meteorological Department. They forecast heavy rain in the southern provinces of Nakhon Si Thammarat, Patalung, Songkhla, Yala, Pattani, Narathiwat, Krabi, Trang and Satun due to the moderate northeastern monsoon which is looming over the Gulf of Thailand. And people living near natural waterways or at the bases of mountains are advised to brace for overflows and flash floods respectively. But if we do check the map of southern Thailand, a bit of activity in the Andaman Sea and also in the Gulf of Thailand, but really not a lot happening on the landmass of the Malay Peninsula. And if we project forward to tonight, really not much in the way of rain or activity on the actual Malay Peninsula causing any rain. So better to have warnings and alert people to the possibility of some heavy rain, but it doesn't look like it's going to eventuate. Now, one thing that Thailand's been lacking for, well, quite a long time, since I think about a decade, is direct flights from the United States into Thailand. But maybe some good news. Bangkok Post saying that US urged to launch direct Thai flights. Picture there of a 747-400, Thailand no longer flying that particular equipment, and the TAT plans to encourage US airlines to undertake the first ever direct flights to Thailand, as Thai carriers seem unlikely to add the routes. And according to the Transport Ministry, the US FAA gave a favourable evaluation of Thailand's aviation safety standards following its inspection and is expected to upgrade the status of the country from Category 2 to Category 1. Thai Airways halted direct flights from Bangkok to LA in 2015, the same year the country was downgraded by the FAA because the route was unprofitable. And the US market has high potential and is projected to reach 1 million visitors this year. US airlines have never offered direct services between the two countries. But for direct flights from North America, Air Canada flies from Vancouver to Bangkok, and they do that 7 days a week. And the article says the US market can be a key driver as each traveller spends 15 days in Thailand on average, which is equal to 3 short-haul tourists. So speaking about different countries and the amount of time they spend here in Thailand, the Chinese, whilst spending a lot per day, they only usually stay for 2 to 3 days, whilst a lot of European and United States tourists tend to stay at least 1 or 2 weeks. human trafficking in Thailand an ongoing problem. But from time to time, we do get a media release about a success of intercepting some of this human tragedy. Highway police in Kanchanaburi, that's the very, very west of Thailand, intercepted a suspicious Mazda pickup yesterday, leading to the arrest of 18 illegal migrants. And the incident occurred in the Bangkok sub-district after a brief pursuit when the driver refused to stop for inspection. And after a 2-kilometre chase, officers discovered 18 undocumented migrants hidden in the vehicle. The driver, identified as Chinakorn, faces charges of harbouring and assisting illegal migrants, while the 18 migrants have been charged with illegal entry into the kingdom. All suspects are currently in custody, pending legal proceedings, and being, of course, paraded in front of the media. And with that, I thank you very much for watching today. Hopefully you have a fantastic Friday. We look forward to you joining us tomorrow for our live program. Comments and questions, it's always good fun on Saturday mornings, 9 a.m. Thai time. Thanks for watching today. Look forward to seeing you tomorrow.